Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name's Hillary. I'm a mom to a 3-year-old named Sebastian and a 1-year-old named Zeb, and that is who this video is going to be about. I'm gonna catch you up on his medical diagnosis. Okay, so if you watched a few of my videos back, our move-in video, our first week in this new place video, and then also, I think in that same week, there was a video where I mentioned getting Zeb tested. If you've followed for the last month, then you've heard me mention that Zeb has been so sick. It's been chaos. I mean, literally going back as far as, hang on, let me get my cell phone so I can give you guys kind of like the timeline and the events that we endured. Okay, back. Okay, so going back as far as May 7th, we went to Southern Belle and we picked strawberries. I have a vlog from that day. I will link it above. In that video, he was perfectly fine. We went and picked strawberries. It was a great day. The only reason that I say that that is relevant is because we thought, at first, one of the things we thought was maybe he had a strawberry allergy, or that he ate bad strawberries, because obviously if you watch the video or if you know how toddlers are, we were in the field picking strawberries, and of course he was picking them up off the ground and eating them. Yes, there's probably chemicals on them. Yes, they weren't clean. All of those things. So we thought that that was the issue. We thought maybe it was just the bad strawberries. But on May 8th, which was Mother's Day Sunday, he was completely fine all day. It was a great Mother's Day. Fantastic time. That night, we put Zeb to bed at like 8, and he woke up screaming at the absolute top of his lungs around 9:30 with the worst butt rash I have ever seen in my life. When I tell you, I mean, he had a butt rash all the way from to his butt. Like, it was everything. And it was red and burnt, and like his skin was like peeling off, and it was like it came out of nowhere. Like, it wasn't like it had been there for days. Like, it came out of nowhere. And so he was in so much pain that he was literally screaming at the top of his lungs. That night, the only way we got him back down is I held him on my chest with no diaper on and butt cream on for like a solid hour of him just having naked butt time, because it was so bad. The next morning, he woke up, thought it was fine, no big deal, laid in bed, nursed him like I had always done, and then all of a sudden he threw up all over me. I mean, every bit of breast milk he had just had, he threw up everywhere. The whole bed. I have a picture. I'll put a picture in here. Gave him a bath. Then he pooped in the bathtub. So that was another issue. It was like, he has never pooped in the bathtub, but this was diarrhea. So it was like, had to, kind of empty the bathtub, bleach the bathtub, rinse him off in the shower. It was a lot. So I was like, oh my God, like, this is ridiculous. But, I kind of thought like nothing of it. All of these things I started to put together before we got him tested. So that was that. Then I was getting ready to lay him down for his nap later that morning. So this is all still that Monday, May 9th. I was getting ready to put him down in his bed, and that's when I saw this. I'll put this picture up. And it was like puke in his bed. And apparently, like, I didn't notice when I picked him up and brought him to bed with me because it was still dark. I was nursing him. I was still half asleep. Didn't really think anything of it. Again, he has never thrown up, so I didn't think anything of it. So I realized that, had to change his sheets, and I was like freaking out. Then I changed his diaper before I laid him down, and he had this is like TMI, but it was like, it all kind of leads to, I guess, the diagnosis, which I'll share when I get there at the end. But his poop was like black, and I don't know how to explain it. It was gross. So the next morning, same thing, got him out of his bed, puke all in his bed. Have another picture. If these pictures bother you, if you don't want to see it, like, feel free to fast forward to the end to just hear what's wrong with him. But I wanted to like put the whole timeline together. So that happened, and then we laid in bed, nursed, same thing. He didn't throw up in bed. He waited till we got to the kitchen. I was making breakfast and he puked all over the floor. And I was like, okay, this is just insane. So then on the 11th, that Wednesday, I literally like put like a whole timeline of like I don't know if you can tell, but like I literally like every hour was like charting what I was doing with him, putting what he was eating, because he wasn't eating anything except for nursing. Like I'm so glad he's past this. I have flashbacks to those few weeks and I didn't realize how much he was nursing until like we're putting it all together. But I mean, he was like a brand new newborn baby and he was nursing cluster feeding. I mean, like literally nothing but boob 24/7 all day long for like 3 weeks straight. It was hard. Anyways, so that was like all he was eating was boob. So then May 12th, same thing, got him up, puked all over the bed. May 13th, puked again. So May 16th, the last couple days had been fine. Like after the 13th, I guess like the next 3 days had been fine. On the 16th, we had his well check. So we took him to his well check. He was totally fine. He had to get his 15-month vaccines, and while we were there, we asked about celiac disease. If you don't know, I have celiac disease, and if it's like a 1 in 4 chance, if the mom has it, like if the parent has it, it's like a 1 in 4 chance that the child will have it. Sebastian has never shown any symptoms. Before I got diagnosed, I went through a spell where I was throwing up every morning, completely fine all day, but just sick every single morning. So symptoms kind of aligned, and I was like, you know what, this is like the 3rd or 4th thing that has caused us to be like, okay, maybe he has celiac. So and his pediatrician is fantastic. We already knew that like they would test him if I asked for it, and so, which I think I have that in the video of getting him tested. I like talked about all these, but anyways, so that day we went ahead and got him tested. We went to the hospital. It was the saddest day of my life. It was so traumatic. Like I'm scarred for having to hold him. It was so scary. He had to give blood and it was awful. So anyway, so that happened. So then May 21st, moving day. So if you watched our movie vlog, you've heard me talk about this too, but so the 21st was Saturday. So Friday night, we were up super late, went to bed. I woke up after like 2 hours. We went to bed at like midnight. At like 3 a.m. I woke up and I puked my guts out all night. At like 3, 5, 6, whatever, puked all night long. It was awful. Then everybody got to our house early. We started moving stuff. When Zeb woke up, I went in to get him and he was covered in puke and poop, head to toe, covered. Thank God my mother-in-law was there, because if she hadn't been there, me and Zach, neither one could like handle it. Like I was so weak from being sick all night. She changed the diaper, got him cleaned up, got everything like in the washing machine. Thank God. It was bad. But then again, he was just miserable all day. So was I, and neither of us felt good. But I almost didn't really think that this was related, because like I got sick too. So we thought it was like food poisoning maybe, but then it wasn't. And then so May 24th, so that was the 21st. So the 24th, another picture, puked again everywhere. This is at the new house. Then May 27th, puked again. And then like the next few days kind of like run together. For a while in there, he was not only puking every morning, but he was having extremely loose stools, like breastfed newborn baby yellow water poop. Like it was literally just water. The pediatrician, when I finally went, I gave him all of these details, and we went on last week, a couple days ago. We went, and thank God, he basically said what he thinks it is case in point, it's reflux. And at first I was like, reflux, really? Like I feel like there's more to it. But he said basically the reason that his poops have been so loose is because he's not eating anything except for breast milk. And if his tummy is hurting, he doesn't want to eat. And if he's not eating, he's not getting anything to make his poops solid. And so the fact that he was fine all day, never running a fever, just like sick in the mornings, and everything like that, that it is reflux. So he said it's case in point, it's GERD. That's what he thinks it is. That's what we're going to treat him for. If this doesn't solve the problem, we'll reassess. So that is what's wrong with him. He is being treated for GERD. His celiac testing we got was actually negative. When I went, I kind of talked through all these things. He said what he thought it was, but he still hadn't had the results for the celiac. He called us later that day and said that he was negative. That's not what it was. We're going to treat him just for the GERD and see if that fixes the issues. Thankfully, seems to have been working. He has not been sick since that pediatrician appointment, and he is on these 2 medications, Sucralfate, but this one he takes every night. He absolutely hates it. This is Famotidine, I don't even know. He takes it every single night. He hates it. It is traumatic to give it to him, but it seems to be working. He is, like, even my mom and my grandmother have noticed how much happier he's been the last couple days. Like, he's just happy. He's not really in pain. Obviously, we're not puking. We're not having, like, he's had, like, his first solid poop 2 days ago. And I literally, like, texted Zach and I was like, oh my God, Zach had a solid poop. I'm so excited. Because for a month straight, it has been, like, nothing. Like, his body was not absorbing anything but liquid. And it's just been so hard. He's been miserable. Which now makes sense because, like, obviously he was in so much pain. Of course he was miserable. But now he seems to be doing better. So I think the medication's working. I'm really excited that we have something. I don't know if I believe maybe all of it's just reflux or if there maybe is something else going on, but I am glad that the celiac was negative. We will probably get him, like, retested again when he's like 5 or so if he's still showing any symptoms, just because it's one of those that, like, you could be negative the first time, but then your body could later have a reaction to it. So we may have to get him tested later, like when he's a little bit older. But for now, he's negative. Thank goodness. I did not want to have to, like, put him on a gluten-free diet too. So yeah, so that is just a little update on Zeb and everything going on with him. He thankfully is so much happier. He's back to his happy little self. He's still squealing 24/7, but they're happy squeals, not miserable squeals. He's finally, like, talking to other people, letting other people, like, hold him. He's still very attached to my hip, but not so much that it's, like, unbearable. Like, he can go to other people, he talks to other people. It's not just mommy 24/7, which is a huge change and a huge relief too, because it was so sad and so rough for such a while there. So yeah, for a month straight we were doing laundry every single morning, and we haven't had to for the last week, so that's a blessing. So that's the update on Zeb. That is what they are diagnosing him with for now. Hopefully that is it. Hopefully this fixes it. If we go back and for some reason this medication stops working, we will reassess and I will keep you guys updated. But thank you for all of those who sent prayers and stuff. I had posted on Facebook and several people had given me other recommendations of things to ask for him to get tested for, because of, like, the way that his symptoms had been, where it was just in the morning and stuff. But one of the things was reflux, so hopefully that is it. But thank you guys so much for watching and for praying for my baby and loving on him. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, because I am probably going to film my 75 soft update later this week, which I know I have been saying for so long, but I'm actually going to film it. I'm halfway through. I don't even know how I'm surviving. I am so tired of doing it. Like, it's fun now, but, like, I'm doing it more so because I am hard-headed and stubborn at this point, so it's not really because I want to anymore. But stay tuned, because that video is going to be coming out soon, and I'm sure more fun videos as well. So, oh, the boys start swimming lessons. So yeah, lots of more fun things to come. So subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you love family content. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!